Hello, this is Will from My Spiritual Clarity, and I've got Kerry Thomas with me, the clutter clearing queen. I don't know if that's your actual title, but that's what I call
I'll
you.
take it.
And today we're talking about clutter shame and how to feel good even with the mess. So, Kerry, I thought you could start us off and then I'll add to it.
Sure. So thank you for having me. For those of you that are curious, the real name of my company is Conquer the Chaos. Um, yeah, and this is a huge topic. So I appreciated the opportunity to talk about this, about the shame. So many times people put off asking for help, even if it's friends or family that they want help, or they live with that daily, this shame that I should have a better home, or I should be able to clean up my desk or my office. And we, need to eliminate those shoulds and need to eliminate the shame. Everybody has some form of clutter. You might not be able to see it. That person that you think has perfect home and office, they might have, 250,000 unread emails, or they might have deep emotional or mental clutter, which we're not really going to get into as much right now, but everybody has some form of clutter. And the other thing to remember is that it's going to ebb and flow throughout different phases of your life. If you have children, when they're babies, they have a lot of stuff. Even if you have a puppy, they have more stuff
I can show you
than,
my living room with my 7-year-old right now. And yeah,
yeah,
it's a lot of
than a
stuff.
grown dog. You've got a lot more toys and you've got, gates and barriers and all this stuff. So the level of environmental or physical clutter is definitely going to ebb and flow throughout our lives. So that's number one, first thing to remember. And number two is you can start enjoying and living your best life now by making some simple tweaks to get started on that decluttering journey. I always tell people the first thing always, and I know you understand this, is having a vision. Like, what do you want? Some people want to have perfectly clear surfaces, perfectly, clear floors and everything else. Other people, they like certain rooms of their house to have that, lived in messy professor feel. So you have to know what works for you, what works for people you live with or your coworkers. So number one is that vision and how do you want to feel in your space? And then just start small. Start, brainstorm what are some things that will get me to that vision. And just the tiniest tweaks can change your space energetically. So it's really, really beneficial to even just start small.
Hmm, great. Yeah,
Yeah.
my addition to that would be, and it's coming up with a lot of my clients right now, it's that we try to do all these things to improve our business or improve our health or clear our clutter. And all those things are important, but none of it is as important as the foundation of how you talk to yourself. How do you actually treat yourself? It's the premise of one of my favorite parenting books called Scream Free Parenting. And he talks
Mm.
about how nothing really matters unless you are calm, unless you are firmly seated in your prefrontal cortex and the wise part of your brain. And I find it's the exact same for clutter. You don't have the energy that you need to actually deal with the clutter and implement a plan that requires logic and thinking and brain power, because all your brain power has been zapped and sapped by your emotional dysregulation.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I call them BS, which stands for not only belief systems and not only bullshit, but also blankets of shame. And one blanket of shame around decluttering is some version of, I should be doing this better, or I should be more organized, or whatever those shoulds are. And that's why in the workshop that we've got coming up, I'm going to be helping people one-on-one to actually identify those beliefs and shift them energetically at their core. So that when you wake up in the morning, you don't have to take off 10 or 20 blankets of shame. I should be a better parent. I should have the house more tidy. I should. Because just by the time you try to start your day, you have no more energy left to actually get those things done. So you got to get out from those blankets, or not even have the blankets in the first thing in
Right.
the morning, so you have energy to actually bring to your day. So we'll be covering this and more in our workshop. And Kerry, I can't wait for it. We'll put the dates below in the comments on the video.
Great.